For your spring semester, everybody. My name is Karen Webster. I am a mother to some pretty amazing kids. I am a spouse to an awesome husband who inspires me more than most ever could hope for. I am an employee. I'm a volunteer. I'm a student, obviously. I'm a leader. I'm a learner. I really enjoy mysteries, and I think that's what led me in a lot of ways toward the fields that I've chosen within nursing. I've spent most of my time as a critical care nurse, a bit of time in PACU, and now I am currently the house supervisor. And I get a lot of opportunity to try to figure things out, which I truly enjoy. In my current nursing role, I function as a house supervisor in Central Washington at a 220 bed hospital in Yakima. I think my job is kind of a part time juggler, whether in the sense that I juggle the needs of safe staffing for patients while balancing cost effective care. And that can be kind of challenging, especially when you consider not only the sheer numbers of staff that are required to care for patients nowadays, but the training that's required for specialty care, whether it's a surgical patient or a critically ill patient. Part of my job is also to be an educator. I work with the nurses and the respiratory therapists and the physicians even to answer questions not only about patient care, but about processes and what is the policy and procedure. And I have learned a lot about multidisciplinary teams through this process. I've also had the opportunity to learn a lot from administration about the role that guidelines and laws, rules play in the functioning of a hospital, and whether it's the Department of Health or Joint Commission, EMTALA, building codes, emergency preparedness guidelines by Washington State. And I get an opportunity to be a leader and to lead teams such as a CEWA committee that we founded to improve outcomes within the hospital in regard to patients who are acutely withdrawing from alcohol. And then also on Code Blue teams and facilitating some of the best practice that the American Heart Association has come up with. So I have a pretty cool job. It can be pretty stressful at times, but it's never boring, which most nurses, I guess, would probably say the same thing about their job. So I think that about sums it up. With little more than a year left until I complete my master's degree in nursing education, what am I going to do with that degree and what are the next steps for me? And honestly, I can say I don't know. Influenced by my education, I never knew how much public health would be of interest to me. But I really find that interesting, and I've even considered continuing my education specifically in public health. I also find that with my work and the things that I have learned between school and work, education within the hospital setting would be something that I would enjoy. And part of me thinks just to try something totally new and work at an educational institution such as a university would be a really cool and unique opportunity to learn more about kind of the ins and outs of that. And I really am just still open-minded. I am hopeful that the direction that I take will continue to improve the health and the well-being of patients and their families in whatever community I reside. And I am really grateful for my time so far in the nurse educator program. It's opened my mind, it's opened my eyes, and I think it's made me a better nurse, a better leader, a better clinician. I think about things from a wider perspective, and I hope to continue on with that this year. Happy spring semester, everyone.